Hello, dear senior. Have you ever seen someone you love wince in pain just trying to stand up? Maybe it's a grandpa who used to dance to old songs in the kitchen, or a grandma who once walked everywhere without ever checking the weather. And now, every little step feels like walking on broken glass. That stubborn pain in the big toe again. Yes, gout. That tiny monster with a very loud voice. But here's the funny thing. Sometimes, nature hides its best medicine in a fruit bowl. Right between the bananas and yesterday's apple that nobody wants. And no, we're not talking about magic or miracle pills. We're talking about real delicious fruits. Fruits that have been quietly doing their job. While we were busy blaming age or the weather, today we're going to uncover 8 powerful fruits that have surprised even the doctors. Fruits that might just help your joints breathe a little easier. And, who knows, maybe your grandpa will dance again, or at least chase the cat without limping. So, grab a comfy chair, a glass of water, and let's take this sweet journey together, one bite at a time. Number 1, the little red hero, cherries. You might think it's just a sweet treat on top of your cake. But cherries, yes, those bright red little things have a quiet superpower. They're not just pretty, they're fierce. Especially when it comes to fighting gout. Now, imagine this, your Uncle Joe, who hasn't bent his knee properly since the last royal wedding, suddenly wakes up and says, "Hey, my toe doesn't feel like it's being stabbed by tiny pitchforks today. What changed?" He had a bowl of cherries the night before. It sounds silly, doesn't it? But there's real science behind it. Cherries are packed with anthocyanins. Those are fancy little compounds that help reduce inflammation and uric acid levels. And uric acid? That's the main villain in gout stories. It builds up, forms crystals, and voila, your joints start throwing tantrums. One study showed that people who ate cherries regularly had 35% lower risk of gout attacks, and when combined with proper treatment, the risk dropped even more. The best part? Cherries don't judge your age, your slippers, or your afternoon naps. They just do their job sweetly, quietly, and effectively. So if you're thinking, what's one small thing I can? Try this week. Try adding a handful of cherries to your morning routine. Fresh, frozen, or even unsweetened cherry juice, they all count. And no, it doesn't mean you can go wild with steak dinners again, but it does mean you're giving your joints a fighting chance with the help of nature's tiniest, tastiest bodyguard. Number 2, the sour little miracle, lemons. Now, let's be honest, most of us don't wake up thinking, I could really go for something sour and squinty today. But lemons? Oh, they deserve a standing ovation, if your knees allow it. You see, this humble yellow fruit has been quietly sitting in your kitchen, next to the sugar, far from the spotlight, while you battle with uric acid, swollen toes, and the kind of pain that makes even socks feel like enemies. But here's the twist. Lemon juice helps alkalize the body, and that means it nudges your system to flush out uric acid more effectively. In plain English, it tells the body, hey, let's clean up this mess. There's even a study where people with high uric acid levels were asked to drink freshly squeezed lemon water every day for 6 weeks, and guess what? Their uric acid levels dropped like a grumpy cat from a windowsill. Just warm water with lemon. In the morning, no need for fancy tea ceremonies or juicers that sound like tractors. Simple, honest, effective. And if you're worried about the sour face, just remember, it's the same face we make when reading electricity bills. We survive that, don't we? Some grandpas swear that a glass of lemon water made their mornings feel less stiff and more hopeful. And while that's not a clinical term, hope is something no medicine can bottle. So before you reach for pills or pity, reach for a lemon. It might not fix everything overnight, but it sure gives your joints something to smile about, even if your face is puckering. If this video brought a smile to your face or warmed your heart, don't forget to tap the like button. Number 3, the everyday apple, Old, simple, yet full of surprises. You know that saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, maybe the doctor isn't going anywhere, but the gout pain? It just might pack its bags. Let's take a moment to appreciate the apple, that reliable no-fuss fruit sitting in your fruit bowl, waiting patiently while everyone runs after trendy berries and exotic seeds they can't pronounce. Apples don't shout, they whisper, and that whisper sounds a lot. Like, I can help with your uric acid. You know, what makes apples special for gout sufferers? Malic acid. It sounds like something from a sci-fi film, but it actually helps neutralize uric acid and encourage the body to flush it out naturally. Plus, apples are high in fiber, especially pectin, which binds the toxins and helps remove them, including the uric acid behind those nasty flare-ups. It's like having a gentle housekeeper inside your body, sweeping out the bad stuff before it settles in your joints and throws a tantrum. Now, don't get us wrong. This doesn't mean you can balance your gout with an apple pie. We're talking about fresh apples, preferably with the skin on, because that's where much of the goodness lives. And it's not just about chemistry. There's something emotionally soothing about holding an apple. It reminds us of school days, packed lunches, grandma's kitchen, or that one time granddad used it to distract a grumpy goose. If you make apples part of your morning, sliced into porridge, eaten whole with your tea, or even blended into a smoothie, you're not just having fruit. You're making a quiet commitment to less pain, more comfort, and better days. So next time you pass that green or red apple at the shop, don't think, oh, just another apple. Think a little bite against big pain. Number 4, pineapple, the tropical friend with a golden heart. Pineapple, that spiky, confusing fruit we never quite know how to cut properly. But once you get past its tough shell, you discover a golden sweetness that could make even the grumpiest toe feel better. Now, pineapple isn't just here for the party. It's not just a cheerful fruit on your summer table. It carries something very, very special inside. A compound called bromelain. Bromelain may sound like the name of a wizard from a fantasy novel, but it's actually an enzyme that reduces inflammation, improves digestion, and helps ease joint pain, especially the kind that comes from excess uric acid sneaking into your joints like an unwanted guest at a family dinner. One elderly man once said, "I don't care about all the science. All I know is when I eat pineapple, my knees stop swearing at me, and honestly, that's a pretty good review." Here's the good news. You don't need to travel to a tropical island or hire a personal chef. Just a few fresh chunks of pineapple in the morning, not canned, not sugared, can give your body a little daily sunshine and a lot less inflammation. Pineapple also has vitamin C, which supports your immune system and helps with collagen. Yes, the stuff your joints love and your skin secretly asks for. Of course, moderation is key. Eat too much, and it might turn your tongue into a science experiment. But the right amount? It's like having a gentle island breeze inside your bloodstream, whispering, "Let's take the pressure off those aching joints." So go on, add a golden slice to your breakfast, toss it into your yogurt, or just eat it fresh with a fork and a smile. Your joints might not throw you a thank you parade, but they may stop throwing fits. And that, dear friends, is worth every bite. Number 5, blueberries. Tiny berries, big power. Now let's talk about something small, but mighty. Blueberries, nature's little blue buttons that somehow manage to make muffins feel healthy, but more importantly, can help ease one of the biggest burdens in old age, inflammation. You see, gout isn't just about what you eat. It's about how your body reacts to what's already in there. And when uric acid decides to throw a party in your joints, blueberries are like the friendly neighbor. Who calls the police? They are rich in anthocyanins, those deep blue antioxidants that don't just give them their royal color. They fight swelling, reduce joint pain, and even help improve blood flow. In short, these berries may be tiny, but they've got superhero capes hidden in their skins. One granddad once said, "I take a handful every morning and suddenly my knuckles feel less like rusty hinges and more like they belong to a human again." Scientific? Maybe not. Relatable? Oh, absolutely. The beauty of blueberries is they're so easy to enjoy. No peeling, no slicing, no complicated prep doc, just rinse and eat. You can pop them into oatmeal, smoothies, yogurt, or just eat them straight like nature's candy. And unlike actual candy, these won't spike your sugar or leave your joints screaming. Some researchers even suggest that regular blueberry consumption may help slow the progression of arthritis symptoms, including gout-related stiffness and pain. And honestly, any fruit that can help you tie your shoes with less drama deserves a round of applause. So next time you spot those little blue gems at the market, don't walk past. Grab a box, bring them home, and give your joints the tiny warriors they've been waiting for. Because sometimes the biggest relief comes from the smallest things. Number 6. Banana. The gentle friend your joints deserve. Sometimes the best remedies are the ones that feel ordinary, simple, humble, familiar, like an old friend who never fails to show up. Rain or shine cologne, bananas cologne, yes. That yellow fruit quietly waiting in your kitchen, it's more than just a snack. It's a soft, potassium-rich lifesaver for joints that groan louder than your old floorboards. When it comes to gout, the less purine, the better. And bananas? Practically saints. They have next to no purines, meaning they won't feed the fire in your joints. Instead, their high potassium content can help your body flush out excess uric acid. Gently, like a warm tie washing pain away. One lovely senior once said, "I don't trust pills before 10 a.m., but I trust my banana." And honestly, so do we. Bananas are also loaded with vitamin C, which we know plays a quiet role in reducing inflammation. Not to mention, they're soft and easy to chew, which is an unsung blessing when your teeth have seen more birthdays than your grandchildren. And the best part? You don't need a recipe, a blender, or a knife. Just peel, smile, and enjoy. Even your hands with sore joints can manage that, can't they? Some say bananas are boring, but when you wake up and your knees feel like rusty hinges, boring sounds a lot like comfort. So tomorrow morning, reach for that yellow friend. Peel it slowly, take a bite, and let your joints know help has arrived, wrapped in the softest fruit nature could find. Number 7. Watermelon. The juicy oasis for aching joints. Let's be honest, sometimes it's not just the pain that wears us down. It's the heat, the swelling, the stiffness, like your body's holding a silent protest and forgot to tell you. Why? Enter watermelon. Big, bright, juicy, sweet, like summer in a slice. But behind that refreshing bite is a gentle hero. A natural hydrator that quietly helps flush out uric acid and soothe those angry joints from the inside out. You see, gout thrives when you're dehydrated, and watermelon, well, it's 92% water and 100% lovely. It's like your joints are dry, brittle leaves, and watermelon is the rain. But there's more. Watermelon also contains citrulline, a natural compound that may help improve circulation and ease muscle soreness, which means it's not just washing away the bad stuff, it's also keeping things moving, like oil in the gears of your favorite old clock. Now, I know some might say, watermelon's too sweet. Isn't it bad for sugar? Not really. It has a low glycemic load, especially when eaten in moderation. And if you're enjoying it in the morning, it's like sending your kidneys a love letter. One grandpa told us, "I eat a slice every morning in the garden. It's my little holiday without leaving home." That's the kind of therapy we love. Juicy, quiet, and healing. So next time your joints feel like rusty door hinges, don't reach for the oil, reach for a slice of watermelon. Let it trickle down your throat like cool kindness. Number 8. Kiwi, the tiny wonder for big relief. Some fruits shout, some fruits sparkle, And some, like the kiwi, simply show up quietly, do the work, and never ask for applause. It may be small, it may be fuzzy, and let's be honest, it looks a bit like a sleepy potato in a winter coat. But don't be fooled. Inside that shy skin is a burst of vitamin C. More than an orange, actually. And that matters, especially when you're fighting inflammation and trying to lower uric acid levels. Kiwi doesn't just help protect your joints. It supports your immune system, helps your digestion, and brings a bright, zesty note to your morning like a cheerful little nudge. Come on, old friend. We've got another beautiful day. It's easy to chew, gentle on the gut, and kind to your kidneys. And best of all, it's rarely anyone's first choice, which makes it the perfect reminder that the best help often comes from the quietest places. There's something comforting about a fruit that doesn't try to impress, but still gets the job done, just like many of our dear seniors who may be slower to move, but never slow to love. So go ahead, slice one open, scoop it with a spoon, let that sharp sweetness dance on your tongue, and picture your joints sighing with relief like they just dipped into a cool green spring. Sometimes healing doesn't roar, it whispers, and sometimes it tastes like kiwi. And there we are, dear senior, 8 humble fruits, each one with a story, a strength, a softness. Each one offering not just flavor, but comfort, relief, and perhaps a little bit of hope in every bite. You see, getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means finding new ways to care, to listen to the whispers of your body, and to answer them with love. A cherry in the morning, a slice of watermelon in the sun, a spoonful of kiwi before a walk. These are not grand gestures, but they are acts of quiet rebellion against pain. They're little choices that say, I still want to feel good. I still deserve to move, to smile, to live fully. So, to all of you watching, whether you're a grandparent, a carer, or a kind soul learning how to age gently, thank you for your time, for your heart, for still believing in the power of small things. If this video gave you a smile, a thought, or even a reason to try something new tomorrow morning, please consider giving us a little smile back. Tap the like button. It helps this message reach others like you. Leave us a comment. Tell us which fruit surprised you most, or share what's helped you with joint pain. Don't forget to subscribe so we can walk together on this journey of gentle healing. And if you know someone who needs this, a friend, a neighbor, a beloved elder, please share this video with them. It might just make their day. Aging isn't always easy, but it can be beautiful, especially when we do it together. Until next time, eat gently, breathe deeply, and remember, even the softest fruits can carry the strongest gifts.